Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video of Trek Talk here on the Wojcik Experience, where idiots are still always us. Always me. Always. Sorry for the fact that I have not released a Trek Talk video in the last several weeks, but then again, it was building up to Christmas, Christmas week, Christmas Day, New Year's, all that stuff, and with me having a full-time job, things just kind of got away from me with recording and different things. So here is another 3-episode talk on Trek Talk. So with that, let's continue with episode 10 of Discovery's 3rd season, where we have the second part to the Mirror Universe episode, in which Georgiou, there's something going on with her that's because she's out of time and out of the universe and everything, her molecules are going through some kind of weird phasing type thing, and if she doesn't go through this doorway and get cured and everything, she'll just kind of like die. So here we are, still in the Mirror Universe, where we find out that the Mirror Burnham was going to try to betray Emperor Georgiou, but of course, with Georgiou already knowing that was going to happen, she kind of intercepts the treachery, so to speak. Like she gets to Mirror Michael before Mirror Michael could get to her, and she kind of puts her in prison. After several months go by, and the Mirror Michael finally kind of comes around to seeing things Georgiou's way, I guess, and says she'll pledge her undying loyalty to Georgiou. And so Georgiou's like, okay, if you want to do that, that's fine with me, but you got to kill all the people who are conspiring against me. So Michael goes out and kills all the people who were going to go and betray Georgiou. But it turns out that even though that it seems that she's on Georgiou's side again, she's still really not. So towards the end of the episode, she kind of tries to kill Georgiou, but again, Georgiou ends up killing her. And we go back to the planet with the doorway and Carl. And as it turns out, that all of the fan theories, including mine, were right about Carl. He is the Guardian of Forever from the original series' episode, City on the Edge of Forever, which I thought was the greatest reveal ever. And so basically we learned that for her to really survive, she has to go through the portal to a time when the Mirror Universe and the Prime Universe were more in line with each other. So Michael and Georgiou have their goodbyes, and she steps on through the portal to parts unknown. We don't know where she went to. We don't know where she's going to end up. We don't know anything, but maybe we'll find out more once the Section 31 series, if it ever actually does get going. I know that's been a rumored series for quite a while, but still haven't heard anything for sure. So hopefully we'll find out something if that series ever comes to light. Which then brings us to episode 11, where we learn a little bit more about what's going on with the burn. And we also learn a little bit more about what's going on with that Kelpian ship that's stuck in this nebula for 100 years. As it turns out, when Discovery jumps there, it turns out that there's only one Kelpian survivor, and he is the son of, I guess, the captain of the crew that was trapped there. He's the only survivor, only one there. So Saru, Culber, and Michael decide to beam on over to see what's going on. And of course, there's a bunch of radiation going on, so they only have a limited number of time to be on this ship to figure out what's going on. And of course, Tilly, being Saru's acting first officer, is now in charge of the ship. So she's acting captain. But when Saru and the gang land on the ship, there's a holo program going on throughout the entire ship. And because they're outsiders, this program kind of changes the appearance of the landing party. So Michael is now looking like a Trill. Culber is now a Bajoran. And shocking and surprise, Saru is being shown as a human, which was great to see Doug Jones out of makeup and see him act and everything without all the Saru prosthetics. I thought that was just brilliant. So eventually they do come across Sakal, who is this last surviving child who's now grown up, but still kind of has the mentality of a child, because all he had really all these years is these hollow programs and hollow people. But of course, with all the radiation and everything, the programs are starting to die down and be corrupted and different stuff. So he's just pretty much on his own. And we find out through this episode that basically Sakal is the person that caused the burn. The planet that's at the center of this nebula is like a whole planet made up of dilithium, and somehow Sakal and the planet are connected in some way. And whenever he screams and stuff, there's a shockwave that comes out, and that's what causes the dilithium to be unstable. And, consequently, in a warp core, dilithium is no longer there. Matter and antimatter collide, and bam! So there's a possibility that if he screams loud enough, he could cause a second burn, which is what we don't want to happen. So while Saru and Culber and Michael are on the ship trying to deal with all that, Osira and her ship decides to show up, and her and Tilly have one of the best back and forth duels on the view screen that I've ever seen in Star Trek. I thought it was absolutely just brilliant, and I love Tilly in command. She is badass. I'll just say that. She is badass. All credit goes to Mary Wiseman for that. But in the course of all this and the impending confrontation with Osira and Discovery, Adira decides to get on Book's ship, because Book was like, hey, I can kind of, tell them what's going on. Maybe I can rescue them or whatever. And Adira gets on Book's ship, and when they get there, she decides to transport to the ship while Michael transports back to Book's ship. And Saru and Culber stay behind to try to, get more information and try to talk to Sakal about what's all been going on. And the episode ends with Osira taking control of Discovery and putting this mind control thing on Stamets so that he can jump the ship to Federation headquarters. So that episode ended with a cliffhanger. But I will say, though, that episode was a pretty good episode when it comes to the standoff between Tilly and Osira, and then, finding out what caused the burn, and seeing everybody in different makeup, and Doug Jones without his Saru makeup. I thought that was just awesome. And I thought that this was another solid episode to season 3, which then leads us into episode 12, which is the episode next to the season finale episode. So next week is the season finale. But in this episode, in episode 12, it's kind of like Die Hard in space, kind of. Where you got Osira and all her minions. They got the crew of the Discovery, held hostage, and Michael gets onto the Discovery by her and Book pretty much just taking Book's ship and just shoving it up Discovery's booty hole, pretty much just going right into that shuttle bay and crash landing. And so then Michael goes out to try to help out and take control of the ship back. And of course, we get a good Die Hard kind of esque, kind of tributes there when Michael is fighting one of the minions, and she loses her shoes, so she's going around the ship shoeless, just like Bruce Willis in Die Hard. While all this is going on, Sarah basically goes to Federation headquarters and tries to negotiate with Admiral Vance, saying that she wants to join with the Federation and create this new kind of Federation and everything. And she was all for compromising and everything, all that good stuff. But when Admiral Vance was like, yeah, this sounds good and everything, but you're still going to have to answer for your crimes. And she was like, what? No, I don't. So that kind of ended that. But while all those negotiations were going on, of course, back on Discovery, not only is Michael trying to get things back under control, but the bridge crew is also trying to get things back under control, in which they do end up escaping from the captors a little bit there, where they do this Morse code thing back and forth, which I thought was brilliant, so that they kind of communicate with each other. And they just overpower the captives, take their weapons, and, basically are like, we are getting control of this ship back no matter what. So, and of course, Tilly leading the way. Love it. And towards the end of the episode, Michael gets to engineering where the spore drive and stuff is, and basically puts Stamets in this like shield bubble thing to shoot him out the airlock so that he can get away. And of course, he's like all upset and everything because with him not there, they can't control the spore drive. Without the spore drive, they can't jump back to the nebula to go save everybody else who's still there. And of course, he's upset because Dr. Colber, if I can talk, is over there. And, of course, he already lost him once when he died in the first season, and he doesn't want him to die again. So, he's all upset. And, of course, Michael makes that hard call by shooting him out the airlock to save him. I thought that was a really, really powerful scene with the emotion that Stamets gives and the emotion that Michael gives for knowing that, she understands what Stamets is going through and what he means and everything, but she still has to do what she has to do to save the ship and the Federation headquarters and all that stuff. And so basically, that's pretty much where the episode ends. Of course, on another cliffhanger, as all shows that are serialized like Discovery do. So we'll see in the season finale, I hope. Anyway, we will see how this whole thing plays out, how the endgame is with Osira and the Emerald Chain, and of course the burn. I'm really curious to see how they're going to wrap all that up with the burn and Sakal and that dilithium planet, the nebula, and all that stuff. It's looking to be like a very, very intense season finale. And speaking of season finales, I can't believe that Discovery is already on its season finale already. It feels like season 3 just started and it's already ending. But have no fear, season 4 is already in production. But there's no word on when season 4 will premiere, so it's going to be a while before we see Discovery again after next week. But I hope that you all been enjoying the 3rd season and these episodes leading up to the season finale. I think that they're some of the best episodes yet in Discovery. Better than a lot of the episodes from seasons 1 and season 2. So I think that's a great thing that Discovery is just getting better and better as the season goes on, as the show ages, as the show finds its footing a little bit more. I think it's awesome. I know there's still Star Trek fans out there that still are not on board with Discovery or any new Trek for that matter, but in my humble opinion, I think Discovery is getting better and better by the episode. So with that, that's going to about do it for this video. I hope that, like I said, you're looking forward to the season finale. What do you think is going to happen? Is Discovery going to actually survive the final battle? Is it going to blow up? Is it going to, I don't know, are they going to finally figure out exactly how to stop the burn completely then with Sakal and get the Federation back on track with warp drive? Or are they going to do something else? Or are they going to crack the code of the spore drive? Where Stamets isn't the only one doing it all the time because of the tardigrade DNA. Let me know in comments down below. And as always, if you like this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up and hit that notification bell so you get notified of future videos. And if you also like this channel and you want to support it even more than watching it and subscribing and all that stuff, you can check out my Patreon page. That link is down below. If you want to follow me on Instagram, that link is down below. And if you want to follow me on TikTok, that link is also down below. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, that link is also down below as well. And we also have a merch store now. So if you want to go and check out to see some of my merch, that link is down below as well. With that, I will see you all in the next video. Looking forward to the season finale of Discovery. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye. Live long and prosper.